Number 17 in the Radiance range is Thieves Like Us, directed by Robert Altman. It was released in 1974 after a string of hits which continued with this one, which is a Depression-era set movie about a group of escaped convicts that hole up in a gas station and facilitate their life by robbing banks. A lot of them.
I'm in.
Okay, Yazoo City it is then. Boys, when I sack this one up, it'll be my 37th.
And we kind of follow two main characters here. Keith Carradine plays Bowie, and we have Shelley Duvall who plays Keechie. Now this was based on the same book that They Live by Night was made, Nicholas Ray movie, which I reviewed not long ago, and I really kind of like this story. On its sleeve, it kind of looks as if it's like a Bonnie and Clyde rip-off, that kind of film where we have a male-female protagonist in love, we have lots of bank robberies, but it never quite goes down that route. Although it does have those elements throughout the film, it's most definitely a romantic film, as we see these two characters interact, fall in love, try to escape their kind of lives, what they're used to doing, the way they're supposed to live up to their kind of honour codes that they have, and create a better existence for each other, and how it's ultimately doomed as they continue in this cycle of self-deprecating behaviour that ultimately leads them down a dark path. Love the look of this film. I love the atmosphere of the film. I think the production values are fantastic of throwing you into that era and giving you these wonderful characters to populate the screen, and the characters are terrific. We have a slew of supporting actors that all bring real characters to life that just jump off the screen. But the heart of it is Carradine and Duvall as this couple who just connect, who love each other, who know each other's foibles, and they just don't care.
Keisha, I never seen nobody like you before. Now I know what makes a fella get himself a missus and swing a dinner pail.
But there's a weird sense to this film, a kind of off-kilter note that really attracts me to it. Moment where we see the characters just having fun in a weird manner, something they shouldn't normally do. At one point we see these characters holed up, hiding out for a little while. They have a family with them that they're kind of playing with, and we see two of our characters drinking, giggling, having fun, ready to do a robbery before they burst open the door to the living room where the kids are the bank tellers. They have a little bank kind of made up, and these guys go in as they do, robbing it, seeing this kind of childlike nature of glee and fun that they have, but to a certain extent that kids shouldn't be involved with, because these guys are aggressive, they've got their real guns out. It's just, there's a certain kind of playfulness to the film that really drew me in.
God damn it, this is a stick-up. That's right. Put your hands up. Hands up. Stick up. You back there. Put your hands up.
Now, I particularly like the cinematography in this one. I think it creates this wonderful mood and look of the film. It's barren, it's bleak, it looks a hard life, and watching these characters interact with it, live within it, try to cope, is just fascinating. The film has several set pieces that just stand out for me. The initial breakout, which I think is pretty good, we kind of catch it as it's happening. There's a sequence later on where we have another breakout which Keith Carradine is facilitating, and the way that's set up and delivered is again, it's a strange uneasy tension that comes throughout it, where you're not on the edge of your seat, you're just aware that things could go horribly wrong, but possibly not for our characters, which happens throughout the film. And I feel that Duvall is terrific as Keechie, the girl who knows she shouldn't but falls in love with a wanted man, a man who, as much as he wants to escape his life, he feels an duty to the men that he helped previously. Even though it's a toxic relationship and he should get out of that world, he just won't do it.
What the hell are you stopping here for, boy? What's going on? Come on, you son of a bitch, get out!
What the hell are you talking about? Get out. I will not.
As with They Live by Night, my favourite part of this movie is seeing Keechie and Bowie just get away from it all. To have that possibility of what their life could have been, to be in that moment of happiness, seeing them content, seeing them just love each other, it is the moment that kind of stands out for me. It's the high point of their story, because you know it's never going to be sustainable at that level, and darkness will come, and come it does later on in the film. Thieves Like Us is a terrific film. I really enjoyed it. Comparing it with They Live by Night, it's similar. I think I'm kind of leaning towards this one as being the one I prefer, although another watch or two should rubber stamp that, I guess. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. So here we are in the disc for Thieves Like Us. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have a Robert Altman audio commentary. We have Joan Tewksbury. It's a new interview with screenwriter who discusses Thieves Like Us, her work with Robert Altman, and it was filmed in March 2023. It's 18 minutes 17 seconds. She talks about working with McCabe and Mrs. Muller and the natural work on screenwriting throughout that process, working with Robert Altman and coming from a theatre background. Then we have Keith Carradine in this new interview, which was filmed in March 2023. It's 34 minutes 39, and Keith is such a interesting person. He kind of starts off with talking about his career, how he got started. Fun anecdotes. One of my favourites was initially meeting Altman, thinking he was about to unpack a package of drugs, how he didn't really audition, but he's got the role, and kind of camaraderie on the set of making this production, how he really saw it as his big break. Jeff Andrew, again, this was filmed in 2023. It's 24 minutes 40 seconds, and he talks about how this is more conventional than the kind of typical Altman film, and how it still focuses on 60s counterculture. Then we have a couple of radio plays, which I just love. So we got one episode of The Shadow, which is 28 minutes 41, which, I've heard a few of these before. I love whenever on disc. It's just great. The second one we have here is Speed Gibson of the International Secret Police. It's 12 minutes 25, and it's short. I could have done with more of it. It feels like the beginning of a story and just kind of gets cut short. In addition to that, we have the trailer and we have the gallery, and that's the extras on Thieves Like Us. So there we have it. Another winner by Radiance Films. Thieves Like Us is one part of their double Altman releases. The other one will be coming soon here. OC and Stiggs. We'll see how we got on with that one, because it's a very different film. But I would love to know your thoughts on Thieves Like Us. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you feel somewhere in the middle? How do you think it compares with They Live by Night? Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this film and this release. Don't forget, there is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. And in the description box are links to the Patreon membership program and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.